Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple XRP and some, a little bit of news here and there overall in regards to the SEC lawsuit. We're also going to be talking about the IPO. We're also going to be talking about a few things as well. So with that being said, let's just jump into it. Let's get into it. So overall, the market is looking fairly stable. I don't really have to keep you guys updated on that. We just hit 48K on Bitcoin yet again, so we have been climbing a little bit. Ethereum has been climbing a little bit here as well, hitting about $3,400. The overall market is fluctuating a lot right now. Very volatile, to be completely honest with you. I don't know if... So I think that the prices on CoinMarketCap are just a little bit weird. Every single time that I refresh it, it just keeps showing 48K, so I don't know. But overall, I did add a little bit more of a factor on CoinMarketCap, and that is the dominance factor. We do see Ethereum peaking over $3,400 again, sitting at about 19.23% dominance. Bitcoin sitting around 41.6 dominance, and then of course we have our best friend down here, XRP, sitting at about $1.07 at about 2.35% in dominance factor. So overall, the market's been sitting stable, some volatile price action on some altcoins, for example, even Hedera Hashgraph, but it is what it is. I think for what it's worth, a lot of these assets are going to be sitting a little bit stable, not too much of movement until Bitcoin kind of does its, main movement. So with that being said, let's actually just talk about what's happening in the market. So obviously with Songbird, we do see that Songbird is doing their testing. A lot of people actually are seeing it now in their wallets, or even in their ledger, whatever the case may be. Now we do see that Flare will launch after substantial testing of all systems on Songbird, with the current final security audit scheduled to finish at the end of September. So we could be seeing Songbird and Flare launching by the end of September into October, which is very, very good. We see that this is actually going to be ending on the 27th of September in regards to the observation mode. So this is very interesting. Things are ramping up a lot with Songbird and also even Flare. I think that these two are actually going to be very, very good for the XRP price, fluctuation as well. I think that this could add a huge aspect to that point, but also we do see a lot more things happening within the SEC lawsuit, as well as a lot of things happening in regards to a lot of people actually accumulating more XRP. So with that being said, let's actually move on. Let's talk about something in regards to the SEC lawsuit, and that is this. We even see here, whistleblower alert, I want my reward. Ethereum 2.0 is a security. A security can become a non-security and then transform back into a security. You can't coordinate something that's decentralized. And it's very funny because this is actually an article. This is coming from 6/22/2018. Senior SEC official provides regulatory clarity for digital assets. Now, this goes back to William Hinman's speech, which is very funny that I thought this was just his, overall opinion. But anyways, in regards to this, we also see here, we see Hinman's position that something can transform from a security to a non-security. Made sure to also add that the same instrument could transform back into a security if the facts and circumstances changed yet again. How could this even be possible? This makes zero sense at all. But then we also see here, coordinating the genesis of Ethereum 2 has been no small undertaking, involving 5 different clients, teams, researchers, auditors, and a whole community of testnet validators. Ethereum 2 economists and security experts sharing critical knowledge. Masterful execution by Danny Ryan. I just think that this is funny when you actually look into this, because we even see Johnny Deaton comment on this and saying the fact the SEC enforcement told Charles Gasparino, I hope that I said that last name right, I probably butchered it, that the key difference as to why Ethereum was not prosecuted is because the network was fully developed, demonstrates they are desperate to come up with an excuse. And this is exactly what we have been talking about, because this update to Ethereum 2.0 is just proving the fact that Ethereum was not fully developed at the time of the ICO, and even throughout this entire process. This goes back to even Ethereum 1.0, as Digital Asset Buy is saying here, because think about it, right? You held the ICO in 2014 for $16 million. All right, whatever. It was a security at that point, but it's no longer a security after that because Ethereum launched, right? But realistically speaking, they're still upgrading the system. They're still updating things. They're still moving towards Ethereum 2.0. So technically speaking, this entire time, Ethereum has been a security. That would make sense. This entire SEC lawsuit, for what it's worth, has been crumbling beneath their feet, and it has a lot of cracks in it. And I think that it's only a matter of time before their ship sinks. But also, in regards to this, I also want to talk to you guys about something that happened from Gold Telegraph. This goes hand in hand with why I keep telling you guys, get a ledger and move your XRP to a ledger. If you haven't already, there's a link down in the description below as well as in the comments below. Always purchase it from Ledger themselves. Do not purchase it from third parties because it could be tampered with. But we do see here, breaking news, United States investigation into Binance have expanded, with authorities now examining possible insider trading and market manipulation. Surprise, surprise. Now, in regards to this market manipulation, we've been talking about Binance for a very long time, and how every single time that we see a major move in the market, Binance and these major exchanges are always down. It always seems to go down. And you'd think that, for example, like something like Coinbase that has, billions of dollars in revenue would be able to handle what, sort of traffic is flowing over the exchange by upgrading their servers, putting money into their servers. Like, what is happening here? Why are these exchanges continuously going down? Something has to be happening in terms of insider trading and also market manipulation. But don't take my word for it. I'm not investigating them. The United States is, and also multiple countries are. Also, with that being said, we also see here, this is at the heart of why there have been forces trying to slow Ripple down. The people who had adopted proof of work fear XRP more than anything in crypto. Spread it wide and listen closely, guys.
Right. You might still use proof of work.
Great. But I invite Ryan and Desiree. I don't know if you would like to comment on this as well. But Ryan, go ahead.
Proof of work doesn't work. Proof of work doesn't work.
It's been widely... Ryan, proof of work's been working.
Let me finish.
Let him
proof
finish.
of work doesn't
Let
work.
Him finish, please.
And in the early days of Bitcoin, there was a whole group of developers that broke off to create other assets, XRP being one of them, that doesn't use mining, that's cheaper from an energy perspective than Visa, and already scales to 1,500 transactions a second. A lot of these problems have already been solved. The challenge for adoption comes back to policy. The policy uncertainty around some of the assets has limited adoption, particularly here in the US. And I'm speaking from Ripple and XRP because we use that asset because it's a half a cent per payment. It's basically free. It scales and it's efficient. It's 1,500 transactions a second at nearly no energy burn. So we're at a point today where there are real solutions to all of these challenges that already exist. Policy has become the challenge. And we heard on the first panel that around centralization on China, and this is going to be a hard pill for Peter to swallow. But 80% of the mining power for Bitcoin is controlled by 6 mining pools, 5 of which are in China. Today, the policy certainty in the US exists for Bitcoin and Ethereum, despite the fact those are China-controlled platforms. So activity goes to those platforms. What we need to do from a policy perspective in the US is look at the places where there are uncertainty. And one place, I'm speaking directly for me here, is XRP, where it looks like Bitcoin. It's decentralized. It's open source. We have 7% of the validation power on that, rather small in there. Grouping or giving clarity to those ones that are very similar to Bitcoin and Ethereum, that have the same characteristics and should be classified the same way. And then we're creating a level playing field across all the cryptos. I'm not anti-Bitcoin or anti-Ethereum by any means. I think there's a lot of great potential and breakthrough there. But we need to have a level playing field so the market can pick which ones they want to use and not be, as today they are, hindered by regulatory uncertainty.
And right there, hindered by regulatory uncertainty. And that is the key aspect here. First off, I love the fact that he mentioned, when Bitcoin mining was actually huge over in China, it was controlled by 80% of China. Centralized, of course, while people like Pompliano and stuff like that were saying that it was fully decentralized, wherever the case may be. Listen, people who are in blockchain technology in terms of proof of work and in regards to that aspect, they don't want to hear this stuff. When we talk about XRP being blockchain, XRP, for what it's worth, is more scalable than anything that Ethereum and Bitcoin will be. Okay? And when we talk about what XRP is doing in the long term, right? It is doing incredible things. That is why we don't want proof of work or even proof of stake. We want consensus algorithm assets like XRP or even HBAR in our portfolios. But they are highly speculated. And also, you know, when we talk about what's happening even in this SEC lawsuit, they're clearly picking winners and losers, not letting the market pick the winners or losers because of this regulatory uncertainty. And that is exactly why I believe XRP and Ripple were actually targeted, because it did pose a risk for those Ethereum and Bitcoin holders that were higher up on the food chain in regards to the SEC or even in Congress and stuff like that. So in my aspect, or in my mind, or in my opinion, if you want to call it that, I honestly think that XRP was scrutinized because of the risk that it posed for blockchain technology in regards to proof of work and also proof of stake in regards to Ethereum and also Bitcoin. So let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. Thank you all for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.